Before mankind ever knew fear, there existed a sacred world called Kalinaw, a land blessed with magic, protected by gods, and guarded by spirits of light. But beneath the sacred mountain, darkness had awakened.
But one still remained. The last god had awakened. And for the first time in centuries, hope, but darkness was already waiting. As the last god rose, the ancient evil within the burning mountain stirred. The ancient darkness had unleashed its army. And everywhere the darkness traveled, destruction followed. For the final battle was about to begin. The last god has returned to Kalinaw. Where the last god walked, light returned to the world. But the darkness was endless, and the war for Kalinaw finally began.
The heavens and the darkness collided with unimaginable fury. Every strike carried the power of creation itself. And then, the true King of Darkness revealed itself. The skies trembled as the true King of Darkness fully awakened. Yet the last god stood unyielding, ready to face the ultimate darkness.
The Devourer of Worlds had awakened. The ancient King of Darkness returned to finish what it once began, and the final guardian of the heavens answered the challenge. Two ancient powers, preparing for the battle that would decide the fate of all creation. When darkness consumed the heavens, the last protector of Kalinaw had awakened. The heavens trembled before his power. The darkness rose to challenge the light, mystical. But the last god stood unyielding. Deep beneath the sacred mountain, the darkness returned with an army of nightmares. The Devourer of Worlds had awakened, and the final battle for Kalinaw was about to begin. Where the last god walked, hope returned to the world. But the darkness would not surrender without war. The power of the heavens awakened once again, and the war for Kalinaw had begun. Hope returned, but at a price. The heavens themselves became the battlefield. The final guardian of the heavens rose against the storm. King of the dark, and the fate of the world hung in the balance. The final battle shook the heavens and the earth alike. But even gods could bleed. For the first time, hope began to fade. But the light of Kalinaw was not yet extinguished.
The army of darkness had finally arrived, but the protector of Kalinaw was ready for war. Light and dark collided like never before. Began. The clash unleashed waves of pure light that tore through the darkness. The last god of Kalinaw stood unyielding against the tide. The power of the last god shook the entire world. But the darkness kept growing stronger. The magic of Kalinaw awakened once again. The magic even more terrifying was watching from home. The darkness kept growing stronger. The magic of Kalinaw awakened once again. But something even more terrifying was watching from above.
The King of Darkness had finally revealed itself. The light of Kalinaw would never surrender. The fate of Kalinaw now hangs in the balance. Will light prevail against the endless darkness? The battle of legends shook all of Kalinaw. The King of Darkness unleashed its full power. The Devourer, the last god evaded with godlike speed. But the darkness fights back with unrelenting fury. In the final moment, the light of Kalinaw defeated the darkness forever. And though the last god was gone, the legend of Kalinaw would live forever.